Good morning. I was going to give you an update before I drove here, but I didn't because I was a little confused about there were so many cars parking around my car, so I didn't know how to get out. I managed to get out, but it was difficult. It definitely took a lot longer than usual. Haven't read very much yet. I mean, I read a couple of chapters this morning, and I have listened to about 40 minutes of Aristotle and Dante discovers the secrets of the universe, but that's what I've been listening to so far and reading so far today. I have quite ambitious plans for the week, so we'll see. But I just arrived at my sister's, and we'll see how long I'm gonna stay here. I'm not feeling very well today. I have quite a headache as well, which I haven't been dealing a lot with the past couple of days. But I have taken a couple of pain meds, pain pills, painkillers, whatever you're gonna call it, and hopefully that will help. But yeah, right now I'm gonna go and see my nephew and my sister, so that's also gonna be really fun. I don't know if he's sleeping. He might be sleeping actually, but we'll see. Bye. Hello. Oh my god, my voice. I haven't been speaking for a while, so it shows. um, so today's progress. I've started a couple of new things because I finished so many things yesterday. First up, I started Aristotle and Dante. I talked to you about that when I went to my sister's earlier. But I listened to about an hour and 30 minutes. And I am, was it 140 pages into it now? It's a pretty fast-paced book, but I'm enjoying it mostly. I don't love it, but I'm enjoying it. I find it weird. I didn't know the audio edition I had access to was a Danish translated edition. So that shocked me a little bit. And then I know that my library has on overdrive, but then I had to go in line, and I was like, yeah, now I've planned out my reading, so I'm just gonna listen to the Danish narration, and it's okay, it's fine. It doesn't matter. He's a pretty decent narrator, so it's okay. Apart from that, I started in on Slayer by Kiersten White. This is obviously the first in a new series, and it follows this girl called Nina, and she is a twin, and we are thrown into this, and everyone seems to the main character absolutely hates Buffy the Vampire Slayer and hates Giles, and I'm like, no. Instant hate towards her, even though I mean I don't hate the character. It's just, I mean, I have a good amount of affection for the characters, so I don't like them being too super talked horribly about, you know. But it follows Nina. Nina is a twin, and her twin has always been the one to go to the Watchers Academy to be the protector, and she's been the favorite of her. Her sister's been the favorite of her mother. She always chose her twin, although. And even though that happens, like, they have a really, really special bond. They're really close, the twins, and I so far like that relationship. But then it turns out that Nina might be the new Slayer, and there's no magic in the world. After something Buffy did, towards the end of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's interesting so far. I like it. I don't have much to say. I'm only 60 pages in, but I'm compelled enough to definitely continue reading, so that's good enough. Apart from that, I have also started on Saenz of the Unicorn by Roger Zelazny. I read like what equals about 30 pages, I think, of the Goodreads edition, and for my edition, I think it was like 20 pages or something like that. I mean, my edition is different because it's large and small print, and there's not a lot of margin and stuff. I've shown you it before, so there's a lot more text. It only takes up 110 pages in my edition, but the Goodreads edition is 191 pages. So I'm going with that because, like, that's the general size of the book. And finally, I've made progress in Valour by Gwynne today. This is the only one I brought with me to bed because I plan on reading from it tomorrow. I didn't get to very much of it. I only read like 2 chapters and it equals to about 17 pages or something, so really not a lot. I was supposed to read a lot more today, but I will catch up on that tomorrow before I have to go to the dentist, because tomorrow I have a dentist appointment at 9:30, so it's 12 p.m. now. I definitely know that I have like the days off or something. I haven't really been tired this evening. I've been quite awake, alert. Oh yeah, by the way, I haven't told you that, but the BookTube SFF Awards announcement shortlist was announced today, and I was excited. I was there the minute it was announced because I've been thinking about it the past couple of days. By the time this vlog comes up, I'll definitely have put up a TBR, not a TBR, a reaction and TBR for the BookTube SFF Awards, but there's a couple of surprises in there. But I'm happy to say that I only needed to buy 4 of the books in order to read what I needed to read. All the other things I can get from the library or Storytel, but now it's about whether I can actually get the reservations in, because I don't know why, but our library has a restriction that I'm only allowed to reserve 2 titles at one time, and I'm only allowed to have 2 titles lent out to me at one time, which is ridiculous, because why is there a limit of that type of thing? I mean, it's just gonna expire anyway. It's not like I can hoard them for a long time. They disappear after 21 days. So I don't understand why they have to do this. So if anyone knows why, I'd really love to know why there's these type of restrictions, because to me it seems completely unnecessary. At first I thought I would go for the read along that the BookTube SF Awards host has running, where they have it separated into the different months, but I think I have to switch it around a little bit so that I can fit it better in because of my holds and stuff and how long it will take before I get them. But otherwise I am excited and ready to start and read them in March. Some I'm definitely more excited about than others, but I'm actually not. There's only a couple that I'm not going to read, that I've decided not to read from the list, and those are 2 books. And one of them is not because I don't want to, but because it's the 3rd in a series and I haven't started it, and the first one is wrapped. And the other one is a sequel to a book that I didn't like the first one. But on the other hand, if I have time left, I might pick it up and see. But I've only heard that people don't like it as much as the first one, so I might not pick it up because I didn't like the first one. So those are the things that I've been doing today. Anyway, this is my update for today. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye. Hello, it is now Tuesday. I'm still feeling a bit sick, but I've been to the dentist today. I'm currently making myself some lunch because I'm extremely hungry. It is also almost 12:30, and didn't have a really solid breakfast this morning, because yeah, I've read the last couple of days I've been craving sugar pop crunches. So that's what I had for breakfast, and I know it's like the worst thing you can get when it comes to nutrition and stuff, but I don't get it other times of the year than like 2 times of the year or something like that, so it's not something that will do anything, and it tastes really good, so I don't feel bad about it too much. Anyway, I have been listening to Aristotle and Dante discovers the secrets of the universe today, and I have read the first I've read about, I think, 50 pages in Valour this morning before I stood up. Woke up, whatever. No, I woke up. I read 50 pages before I got up from my bed to get breakfast and stuff. So that's fine. At one point during the day I need to go for a training session, but right now I'm making myself some lunch. I just finished filming my BookTube SFF Awards reaction nominees list thing, and I am so excited about these books, and when I start to read them. So now I need to figure out which books I can read in March and add them to my list. And yeah, we'll see when my books from Book Depository comes in. It says that it will take, usually it will take up to 2 weeks before I get the orders that I get. So it probably won't be a bit into March before I can start on them. But I will be able to start on the other books. I will be starting probably on Aristotle by Roshana Tokshi pretty early on, because it seems like I will be able to get that pretty soon. So I will try and put my loan in on that this weekend. Hopefully there won't be a lot of people wanting that before then, so I can read that in March, in the beginning of March. Looking forward to starting that. Basically, I'm planning on trying to get to all of them that I have access to from Storytel immediately and get through them, and then when my hold starts to pop in, I will add them to my TBR. So yeah, that is my plan so far, and I will also put my hold in on Skyward soon, because I know as soon as one of the other books pop out, I'll put my hold on that. There's not a lot of hold on it, so it's not a long waiting time. So I hope I will be able to get it before this Booktube SFF season is over, because I really would like to read this one. So yeah, now I am going to be eating my lunch, and then I will probably try and read my part in Slayer for the day, maybe, or maybe I will read more in Valour. I'm not really sure. I have quite a lot to read in Valour because I didn't manage to catch up on my progress yesterday, so I may do that first. Slayer reads pretty fast because it's YA, so it goes a little faster. But what I like about Valour is that all of the chapters are fairly short. It's 700 pages, but the book has like 120 chapters. So there's like the majority of the chapters are not even 10 pages. So because they change perspectives a lot. But I'm looking forward to this, and yeah, this was my update for now. I will talk to you later. Bye. Hello, it is now 11:30 and I'm on my way to bed. I didn't read that much today. I thought I would have read a lot more by this time. But it turns out, instead of reading, I spent a lot of my time trying to plan my March TBR. It's quite early. I still have a lot of time to actually do this. And so I made a plan, and I thought, yeah, I could get through this. This is okay. And it included Books of SFF stuff. It included mysteries for March Mystery Madness, and my other sort of obligations that I feel like I need to stick to monthly. But then I realized, just as I had finished that, I saw that Lala had posted a video about Buzzwordathon, and I wanted to participate in that. And this time it was multiple words to choose between. So I was like, oh man, now I need to go and make it again, because obviously none of the books from the Books of SFF Awards fits with this, and none of the other books that I put on it, except 2, work for it. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna go and participate in a readathon and then only have 2 books on my TBR. That's not really great. So I ended up redoing my TBR with only the Books of SFF stuff on there, and then I realized I wasn't happy with that either. So now I've put it down, and I'll go back to my TBR later. But that means I ended up only reading like more in Valour. But I am on page 306. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. I don't know where this is gonna go. Some of the point of views are not as interesting as others, but yeah, I hope that it will become better as the book progresses. There are more female characters, and there's a new point of view as well, but there's also more female characters in this in general. So for those who didn't miss that in the first one, I think this one may suit you better, but I'm not sure. I will try and catch up tomorrow. I mean, it's not the end of the world if I don't finish all the books that I wanted to this week, because I have Monday to Thursday as well. These are the last books on my physical TBR that I'm working on, so that's okay. Right now I'm going to sleep, and we'll see how it goes tomorrow. I feel I'm getting better health-wise right now, but it's not perfect yet. I still cough a lot, but it's going in the right direction, I think, so that's positive at least. Yeah, this was my update. See you tomorrow. Bye. Hello. It is now Wednesday, and I would like to update you. I have read a little more in Valour. I'm on page 348 now, and I am enjoying it, as I've said before. I also have been listening a little bit into Aristotle and Dante discovers the secrets of the universe, but I'm gonna read some more of it now. I think I'm gonna go for a walk. I've been dealing with headaches also yesterday, but yesterday it went away a little bit, but today it's been here all morning, and it's just frustrating me. And it's not like my headaches I used to get, like for neck pains, tension, whatever it was that I am dealing with. This is part of my cold, so it's different. But I ran out of painkillers, so I had to go to the store and pick some up. And I did that. But yeah, nothing seems to really work, and now I think I'm gonna go for a walk to get some fresh air, and hopefully that will help me a little bit, and then I'll be opening some windows here as I'm going, so that I can freshen up the apartment. I think that will work as well. I hope to be able to put on a batch of laundry when I get back, but earlier when I went to do that, it was booked, so we'll see. I don't think it's one of them that takes up the whole day. I think it might actually be the store underneath that's using it, and but I don't know. Anyway, I'm on my way out, and yeah, so we'll have to see what ends up happening. Bye. Hello. It is now 7:30 almost, and I have just finished, I've dinner's in the oven waiting. I just cooked for a bit. I'm going to have potato lasagna, which is a new thing. I think it's gonna be good. I finished Aristotle and Dante discovers the secret of the universe, and I realized I haven't talked very much about this, except that I think I said that I enjoyed it. I don't love it. I didn't love it. But I enjoyed it, and I thought it was an interesting story. I just didn't care that much for Aristotle, who is the main character, and we see everything from his perspective. Though I did enjoy the family dynamics and the friendship relationship that built between him and Dante. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not mind blown. I'm not blown over by this book, but I enjoyed it, and I give it, I think, 4 out of 5 stars. Which means I'm back on A Dance with Dragons again, so I think I might actually be able to finish this one in time. I read, I think, 30 pages before I stopped, so I'm on page 504. Page 505 is the start of the next chapter, and it is most definitely an interesting story so far. I really enjoy being back with these characters, and oh my god, one of the characters is going through some horrible stuff. And even though I didn't like him, I think in the third book he did something terrible. I never wish for people getting through this, so I'm enjoying it. Can't wait to figure out where this is all gonna end up, and I wonder if we're ever gonna get that 6th and 7th book. Maybe it's gonna be someone else writing it, because maybe he will end up dying before he's able to publish it. Who knows? Otherwise, I've read
something in, I've read another 68 pages in Slayer by Kiersten White, and we follow Nina. Nina is the chosen one. She's going to become the Slayer, and she's apparently the last Slayer ever chosen. She hates a new part of her. She didn't not want to be a Slayer. She hated Buffy with a passion because she believes she was the reason that her father died, and so she has a lot of vengeance towards her. And so she definitely does not want to be a Slayer. But yeah, it is what it is. It's not possible to run away from your own fate. She is a twin. Her twin is called Artemis, and Artemis is a Watcher, and she is the chosen one to become the next Watcher at the academy, and she's doing really well. So she's always been the one sort of in the shadows, not really being looked towards by her mom. Her mom has sort of forgotten about her a lot, and instead put all of her focus on her sister. So Nina has a lot of resentment towards her mother, but she's not. But she doesn't hate her sister. She has a really strong relationship with her sister. She loves her, and Artemis loves Nina as twins they do. And so I find that dynamic really interesting. I still don't like how terrible she's talking about Giles and Buffy, but I guess I can understand it since she believes that she's the reason that her father is dead and stuff. But maybe she'll become wiser as the book goes along. We don't know. Overall, I'm enjoying it. I think it's pretty fast paced. I don't know if I love it, but I'm definitely very intrigued, and it's very easy to read, and it sucks you in mostly. As I said, I am now 125 pages in, which is pretty okay. But yeah, this was my update for now. I will go and watch some YouTube videos now, and I'll get back to you later. Bye. Hello, it is now Thursday, and it's almost 4 p.m. and I haven't checked in yet. I feel like that's really weird considering I've been home. No, I've not been home, but I'm having these days off. But I've spent since 9:30 or something like that. I spent all my time with my sister and my nephew, and then we went to my parents to make sure that my nephew had some lunch. And yeah, now I've just gotten home. So yeah, it's been a great day. I've enjoyed myself. But I haven't been reading a whole lot. I mean, I read something this morning. I read another 55 pages, I think, of Valour. So I'm now on page 405. So I'm making good progress on this one. I'm feeling better today than I have the past couple of days, I think. But I'm still coughing a lot, and I'm still have a sort of scratchy throat, but it's a lot better than it was yesterday, I think. So today we had brunch on a cafe in town. It was pretty expensive. I don't know if we're gonna go to this, not when it's not the buffet thing. I don't think we're gonna go. The buffet, you get a lot more for the money, and you can also get coffee and stuff along with it. We had to pay that besides the brunch plate, so it became quite expensive. But I also bought a skirt, which I tried it on. I like it, I think. And then I went to the library to pick up another book that I've reserved. So no, I have if I want to read it, I have to put an effort to read it over the next month when I have it out, because of 4 weeks I think we have. And I've been in line for this since it came out, basically, and it came out in October, November. It doesn't say which month. I think it was October or November, late October, and that it is this one, Kim Larsen's Mine Unge År, My Young Years. Kim Larsen is, I think, after the Queen, the most popular person ever. Every Dane has an opinion about him, and every Dane know a bunch of his songs because we like taught his songs. We're like, it's like from your childhood until your older days. He has like a huge variety of songs that fit with different time periods of your life. So yeah, he passed away in October, so he was never able to complete his story because this is only about his young years. It's supposed to be three books: the young years and the like middle years and then the older years. So it will have to be his story told from him. And yeah, so we're not gonna get the end of this story, but I'm interested still. It is about he had a bit of a rough childhood growing up, and it also is something that showed a lot in his songs, in his way of living. Later on, he never lived in like luxury, you know, even if he is probably the richest musician, like the one who's been paid the most for his music, or earned the most for his music. He has still only lives in a sort of small apartment in the middle of Odense, which is where he's been living the last many years, since he got married to his third wife. But he's never had a big house, and like he never owned a car. I think he always took the bicycle, because he is very much against the car and the pollution and stuff that it does. And yeah, he has a lot of opinions that I definitely don't agree with, but he also has a lot of other things where he's very interesting. So I'm looking forward to reading it and finding out if I find out something new about him, because you definitely have an opinion about him beforehand, and I will wonder whether that opinion will change after I've read this. And I know there's going to be a line afterwards that wants to read this, so yeah, I need to get to it as soon as possible. So we'll see. It also could be that I just don't find it interesting enough, because I don't usually read biographies, but I was interested in this one because he's quite an intellectual man as well. But this was my update for now. I will talk to you later. It is Friday. It is 10:30 almost, and I have been reading from Valour this morning. I am so close now to the end. I mean, I think I have 200 pages left. I'm definitely enjoying it. There's a lot of things going on. A little scared for one of the characters, I must say. Otherwise, I think I have. Today I'm planning on trying to get a lot of filming in, because I have a couple of videos that I need to get out over the next week and next week again. So over the weekend and into next week before the first is coming along. Yesterday I planned my TBR, and it's stressing me a little bit already, because there's 23 books on that. And yeah, I couldn't narrow it down any further if I wanted to participate in the 3 readathons that I want to participate in, as well as get started on my booktube SF Awards, and as well as meeting my own personal goal for the months. So it's definitely going to be one of those months where I don't know if I'll read all of the books, but I am determined, and I want to try and make it work. I'm still not over my cold, and I hate it. I have slept really terrible last night. But yeah, plans for the day. I have to go to the library to get 2 more books, because I need them for my TBR. Hello, it is now Saturday. I forgot to check in with you again yesterday, but I ended up not reading a whole lot after I talked to you, but I did read a little bit. But let's talk about today's progress instead, because, yeah, that's easier. I am now very close to finishing off Slayer. I have about 70 pages left, I think. And I made progress in A Dance with Dragons today. Now I'm about halfway. So, yep, a little over halfway, I think, actually. I've also made more progress in Valour, and I'm on page 488. So I have about less than 200 pages left. I don't know if I've finished these books. I'm going to try. I want to finish this one because I'm so close to it now. And I sort of want to try and finish this one tomorrow as well. But I'm not sure if I am able to. It all depends on how fast I'm able to read those pages and how much time how much reading time I get in tomorrow. With this one, I hope to make as much progress today as I can, so I can finish it before the month is over, because I have a hectic March and I don't want this when I start March. So I'm going to try and get a lot of listening in the evenings from now on. I've listened to an hour today, so I hope I will try and listen to a little more later today as well. But we'll have to see. Otherwise, tomorrow is when I'll do that, the majority of the listening. I thought I would have listened more, but at least an hour is better than nothing. But yeah, this has, I don't know, stagnated a little bit for me, but I still find it interesting. This is, things are happening. I am enjoying a lot of the characters. Especially Corbin. But I also really like Varadis is one of my favorite characters as well, but he's part of the villain group. So, yeah. But I really like his character. Then I have this one, which I'm a little conflicted about, because on the one hand I'm enjoying it, but on the other hand I have some issues with the characters and how they talk to each other sometimes, and just in general, I have a bit of an issue with the characters and completely connecting to them. However, I'm enjoying it for the most part, and things are definitely happening. We're definitely getting into the critical part now. So I think next time I pick it up, I'll read it to the end for sure. That's my reading update for today, and I'll catch up with you later. Let you know how I've been doing. Yeah. Bye. Good morning, it is now Sunday and I am out for a bit of a walk. It's about 10:30 and I thought I would go for a walk because the weather is sort of okay today. It was a lot better this morning, but I think there's some sort of sea fog or whatever you want to call it that's come in. It's something we deal with every time that the weather is nice. Often it comes in from the west, and yeah. But I thought I wanted to go for a walk, and then I'll be listening to a little bit of Dance with Dragon as I walk. And this morning I read something in Valour. I am now I think I'm on page 570 or 80 or something like that. So I have about 70 pages left, I think. But I'm really enjoying it. And things are definitely coming together. And I might be able to finish it today, but we'll have to see. So yeah, but this was my update for now. I will talk to you later. Bye. Hello, this will be the final update for this vlog, because I'm going to bed really soon, and I don't think I'll be finishing more books. The first thing I want to say is that I did finish a book today. I did finish Slayer by Kiersten, and yeah, I think I'm giving this 4 stars. Mostly because I was enjoying it for the most part. There are some things that I didn't like, but for the most part I found it to be a really, really fun book. And towards the end, I think the main character developed in a nice way that I liked where she ended up being. And yeah, I'm definitely also interested in reading the next one that comes out sometime. So I'm happy I read it, but I didn't love it. But yeah, as I said, I'm happy I read it. So that's why I give it 4 stars, because yeah, I don't have it's not terrible or anything, and I enjoyed my reading of it. And I watched another episode of Buffy and it made me cry. So there's a specific episode that always gets to me. It's one of those when Angel is evil. And it's called Passion. And I think if you know the episodes and you know which season it is in, and it's part of that, then maybe you'll know which one it is. But there's a specific moment that I just started crying for a bit. Anyway, I'm really, really close to finishing Valour. So close that I'm sad that I didn't finish it today, like this close. So I don't know if I might actually try and finish it in the bed, but I am really tired. And yeah, I have work tomorrow, and I'm on page 623 out of 645, so I have like 25 pages left, so I might try and see if I can finish it still. So many things happened in the last 100 pages. That was quite insane, especially the last chapter I just read. It was emotional in a lot of ways. And but I'm happy. I had to read that specific chapter because the other chapter before that with this perspective ended a bit of a cliffy, and yeah, this was important to me to actually read that one. Yeah, things are definitely happening, and I'm not sure where it's all gonna end. But yeah, I'm enjoying it, and we'll finish this tomorrow for sure. Last and finally, I have also made progress in A Dance with Dragons. I surpassed the halfway point. All of this is appendix, so I have not that much left. I'm on page 659, and it's 1100 pages, so I have about 500 pages left. As I said, I'm going to attempt trying to definitely finish this by Thursday, so that I finish it before the month is over. So I'm going to push myself to listen to a lot of audios this next week. I also want to get back to Sign of the Unicorn by Roger Zelazny and finish this story next week, because I won't have time to read it in March. So I have other goals as well that I need to get to, but I will talk to you about them in the next vlog, because I don't want this vlog to be too long. So this was an okay reading week for me. I almost finished 3 books, but yeah, now I'm just going to do some planning of next week's reading, and then I'll go to bed. Bye.